of a madman wild and free. Hellspawn of a grizzly bear in a giant redwood tree. Hear a shriek and cry that makes the bravest of bones chill. Hope you never run into the boxer they call Bill. The boxer they call Bill. They say he drinks up rivers in a single thirsty gulp. Got challenged by Paul Bunyan and beat him to a pulp. Raised by an angry moose, he calls his problems just for fun. Don't know his ABCs or numbers, but knows he's number one. Knows he's number one. A sub-Saharan warlord with a fleet of pickup trucks, 750s and Toyota Hilux caked in blood and muck. Set his sights on Bill's last mistake, as everybody know. Ain't no man alive who can stand against a living tornado. Truck-shaped dumps, iron bolts would turn in shame at the iron he could pump. I heard he jumps a jump rope that's made from a giant bridge. 80-foot cans of muscle milk, Tundra is his fridge. A boxer goes by Bill, don't take a break to pack a bag, just run off to the hill. But if he sets his rage on you, there's nowhere left to hide. So bend your knee and kiss your ass, you're going for a ride.
I have lost my vape. I can't find it. I am powerless. Hello.
Hello.
We're live.
That is the case, yes.
Yeah. How's everybody doing?
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Sore, but all right. Probably have to. I don't know if I'll be able to stick around for the whole stream today because I got a lot of work shenanigans. But yeah. How about yourself?
I'm doing okay.
Mm-hmm.
Hang on. Just got somebody asking something in the Discord. Alright. You know mutual combat is legal in Canada?
I mean, mutual combat's legal in a lot of places.
You'd actually be surprised. Aside, yeah. Do you ever just sort of treat America and Canada as one big cohesive blob? It's kind of, sort of, a little bit. So, anyway, pretending that is the case, in that cohesive blob, the only places where mutual combat are legal are Canada, Texas, and Washington. In the rest of the 48 states, mutual combat is not legal. And you'd think we'd have been one of the first to knock that out, but... You're not very chatty today, Chris, but also it's because there was dead air and silence because I had the game muted. Yeah, that, I do often question how boxing works under that paradigm, but... Ah, devil, and he's got a gun,
That, this work. Why does work have to be so workish? I mean, Night Owl, it doesn't necessarily need to be physical mutual combat. Like, I'm totally up for one-on-one versus Tetris on Game Boy. He'll just need a Game Boy with the Kinect link, and then we go and see who can win on Tetris on the Game Boy. I am totally down for that. I don't know how you'd have Tetris use the link Game Boy online, but hey, that's future me's problem.
As you can see, we've already got my boys fucked up, nice and good. Missing brain part, abdomen puncture, lame
What
leg,
does the brain part
missing
bonus
forefinger.
give you?
The skull healed well. What was lost in intellect was made up in speed and luck.
Still can't see worse shit, though.
That guy doesn't even have money to buy shit. What a loser. Actually, hang on, because somebody might actually give me more money for that. Because people think I'm a good guy because I'm an Inquisitor. Where did I see the gunsmith? Damn it, Bobby, cut the Benihana talk, There he is. I'm gonna give this nun some opium, it'll be fine. Jerky
I'm
and
back
opium.
again.
A Wild West breakfast.
Did we lose you, Newt?
No, can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
No problem. I'm just doing setup because the only thing we can do now is a fight. A fight. 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 But first, I want to smoke a ton of opium.
I mean, that's an option. Man, logistics is a pain in the butt when neither side of the logistics chain has any idea what's going on.
Now, who did I see selling jerky? I want to say it was the Trapper Camp.
Do you remember back when jerky was actually reasonably priced?
I do.
Buy it
I miss
and
jerky. I miss jerky.
Yeah. It's not even worth it to buy it anymore. It's sad. Sad.
That's all you need, opium and jerky.
I mean, those are options.
Ooh.
For legal reasons, Night Owl, that was a joke. I do not recommend doing that as actual medical treatment. Trust me, I am not a doctor.
I think that's the best I can do.
So how many cards do you have? Like, do the cards persist between playthroughs?
No. No, you start unlocking them each time. There is an option to start with a full deck, which I feel like it's too late to start doing that in the playthrough now.
Mm-hmm.
If I was doing that, I would have done it from the start.
Okay.
Read, Chris.
The mine looked abandoned, but Cervantes knew it was a secret
Cervantes.
base. Cervantes knew it was a secret base for the Order. According to the letter, the clairvoyant and his prisoner were still there. Cervantes, I can't pronounce that, felt uneasy, worried it might be a trap. Still, it was their only lead. The letter helped them plan their attack. They could strike when fewer men were at the compound or wait until the arrival of a convoy when there would be more men, but they could use the wagons as cover.
It doesn't look like it gave me the option. Oh well.
Mhm.
The old mine would soon become the clairvoyant's tomb.
Indeed, the abandoned mine was not so abandoned.
Welcome to
As
the
they
stream,
reached the
BNP.
compound, they instantly saw armed men. They suspected their new friend was locked up in the shed.
Damn. She is weak.
We're all weak.
Jinx. Oof.
Lots of enemies to fight.
Yeah, but they're all getting intimidated and jinxed, and they don't know why because I haven't done anything yet.
There's something else going on in the background, is there?
No, I haven't done anything yet, which is what's making it so funny that they're getting hexed, because they don't know. Because as far as they're concerned, I'm just random people, but I'm so off-putting to them that they're getting jinxed and intimidated, and they don't quite. And I would imagine they don't quite understand why. Anyway, I have to imagine opening this is going to start the fight.
They discovered a young woman, undoubtedly the author of the letter. She agreed to join their cause.
Yep, I'm gonna
You join the cause.
be smarter about that. Ugh, I hate that.
discovered a young woman, undoubtedly the author of the letter. She agreed to join their cause.
Oh, I forgot to get her in position. Shit,
Just needs a quick little sprint. Sure, it'll be fine. What kind of scar do you think she'll get from the act?
I don't think that guy will even do enough damage to cause a scar.
Not with that attitude.
Welcome to the chain gang. Bonk.
Freedom!
Bonk. Bonk. Bonk.
Some of your guys have much more health than I remember them having.
This is later in the scheme of things, so... Oh yeah, that plus all the injuries and stuff.
Yeah.
Yay!
Well, that was meaty.
I'm 99% sure it's inspired by that, and also Desperados 3 is probably going to be one of the games I play next.
It's out already?
Desperados 3?
Yeah.
Desperados 3 has been out for years, huh?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if it was a new sequel coming up or something.
No.
Hey there, Vomata.
It's a prequel, and it is way better than 2, and I appreciate it, and I told the devs so, because they have a Discord, because that's the way of the future now. Tiny, tiny bit of accessibility to devs, without going overboard.
Sure.
Wee, 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 wee.
A future scenario. Full or mild?
Full. Damn, they weren't kidding when they said debilitates movement. Ba-boom! Wow. This may be a bad turn. Unless this guy gives me exactly what I want. Ah. Yes, take care of our little friend. Yeah. Kind of cocked that one up. For now, I just need him to be a juicier target. Or not.
Can't you just shoot him through the walls?
You mean the wafer-thin walls? No, I can't for some reason.
Oh, you don't see his shadow?
No, I can't penetrate them.
Oh.
Hi. Let's go again. Let's go again. Oh, no injury. Sad.
Anywho, I apologize, but I must be off again because deliveries wait for no person.
How dare you?
I know, I do dare. I dare. Darest. Anyways, ta-ta for now. Bye-bye, all.
See ya.
Do-do-do-do.
Hi. Boop.
Every member of the Order had been dispatched. Now, they only needed to cut the cipher piece from the clairvoyant's still warm corpse.
It's okay. We had a co-host. We still have a host.
Cassandra offered her help in bringing the Order down. But first, she wished to collect her personal effects from the nearby village.
The bartender recognized Cassandra immediately, brightening when he saw her. His pleasant mood did not seem to extend to the Inquisitors and other companions. Cassandra recovered her things from a trunk behind the bar and handed Cervantes a large bundle of cash in gratitude for his rescue. For her rescue. When they sat down to talk, Cassandra revealed a great many secrets, chief among them that members of the Order were hiding among the natives to the south. When asked how she had become a prisoner of the Order, she replied that she had been Solomon Delir's personal assistant. He had accused her of disloyalty when she refused to have a cipher piece embedded in her flesh. The posse were sympathetic to her story, having heard Aiza's remarkably similar story. Cassandra complained of a sudden migraine. It had been a stressful time, she said, and this often happened to her in such cases. She held her head like she was going to keep her brain, like she was trying to keep her brains in, and told Cervantes she needed to lie down. Perez concurred. They all needed a good night's sleep. Cervantes rented 2 rooms for the night, and the party got some much-needed shut-eye. In the morning, Cassandra was gone, leaving only a note. In it, she begged them to forgive her deception and forget she ever existed. She said she bore them no ill will. Cervantes, for his part, was furious. He now understood that Cassandra had been the clairvoyant all along. He threw the note in the fire and ordered Perez to hunt her down if it took the rest of his life. The lieutenant was surprised by the ferocity Cervantes showed, as well as the swiftness of his decision, but he knew what must be done and left immediately. Together, Cervantes and Aiza continued the quest for the last piece of the
Cervantes
cipher.
wondered if sending Perez after Cassandra was the best course of action. Even so, he was not one to let go of a grudge. The clairvoyant had to die. He and Sister Rosa would have to do without Perez's protection from now on.
Let's give the nun a bigger shotgun, guys. Out north of the village, they met a native man on his own, sitting in front of his tent with a melancholy look. When they hailed him, they discovered he spoke English fluently. Cervantes adopted his kindest manner and asked him about his worries. Dohosen told them his tale of woe. Dohosen had befriended a family of farmers, some of the few that neither feared nor hated natives. His tribe, however, was horrified at this. They could not forgive him for befriending any of the race that had brought such suffering upon them. He had been shunned and expelled. Cervantes, ever the manipulator, knew he could exploit the man's sorrow to elicit secrets from him. Dohosen believed that if he accumulated enough money, he would be accepted among the white people. He also said he knew of several order members in the area, and that he was aware of the metal pieces in their flesh. He could not part with this knowledge without gold in return, however. It was a peaceful, seemingly idyllic village. The natives tolerated the presence of the white folk, but watched their every step. Cervantes felt that they would not hesitate to strike them down should the need arise. The Drunken Boar was a cutthroat saloon frequented by some of the nastiest men in the West. Among all the scum, one man caught Cervantes' attention. He was a slick, quiet fellow with an air of danger. Word had it he was Chip Hinshaw, the sharpest shot in 3 counties. Cervantes used the sweetest talk, including assurances that he would be doing God's work, which meant a secure spot in heaven. Henshaw interrupted him to name his price, $100. Yeehaw! Charlie Henshaw had gotten his busted tooth fixed, but should have killed his dentist. Thankfully, his gunplay was better than his looks. Cervantes had finally found a man who could afford his services. In Cervantes. Beyond the trapdoor, a tunnel led into a hill and opened into the smuggler's cave. The place was an underground market where several merchants had fancy stands, and enough muscle to guarantee order in the place that operated completely outside the law. For a secretive outlaw joint, It was clean, well run, and the clientele were diverse. A tribesman named Gomda was the Order's eyes and ears among the natives. Having never dealt with Bohansen people before, Cervantes asked him what would make his people turn on one another. Bohansen handed Cervantes a pendant. It was one of the several items he had stolen from his tribe when he left. He hoped to trade these items for money. Cervantes figured out the rest. South of the village, there was a cave by the river where white smugglers traded. Yeah. Jack Weinberg, Roger Matthews. Using the information we had, we only killed the Order member. Accusing Roger Matthew of smuggling goods to the Indians was all it took for the crowd to hang him from a pole. Still, he did not succumb and hung there, gasping for breath and flailing his limbs pitifully. Cervantes did not wait until he died to cut the cipher piece out of his body, to the cheers of the bloodthirsty crowd. Beyond the trapdoor, a tunnel led into the hill and opened into the smuggler's cave. Yeah, I already said that. Cervantes asked the crowd in the cave if they were aware of the Internal Revenue Service. When the indignant hubbub died down, he said he was only asking because Jack Weinberg works for them. Within seconds, Weinberg had been stabbed, clubbed in the head, and shot. The Inquisitor mimed giving Weinberg last rites as a pretense to retrieve the cipher piece from his dead body. One of the merchants approached Cervantes, introducing himself as a merchant of miracle potions, but also one who could spot a true visionary. He said he'd been watching the Inquisitor and believed that by joining forces with him he could gain more than just corporeal riches. He sought immortality. Cervantes assured him he was making the right choice and accepted him into the posse. Burial grounds were a large field of graves with a magnificent mystical tree at the center. Tranquility hung like mist in the air. They raided the graves and placed the locket. Aiza was reluctant to desecrate the graves, but sly Cervantes convinced her that since they were pagan graves, the normal rules didn't apply. After several hours, they dug up most of the graves, collecting many of the valuables in the process. Cervantes then dropped the locket in a slightly out-of-the-way spot as though it had been accidentally dropped there. Using the information they had, they only killed the Order member. The hardest west is westoning nicely. How about you? Cervantes asked to see Chief Satanya and was granted an audience. Satanya listened patiently as the Inquisitor spun his tale. Cervantes told him how he'd come upon one of Satanya's tribesmen desecrating native graves. Satanya was enraged by these allegations and sent several men to inspect the burial mounds. When they returned, they confirmed the claims Cervantes had made. Worse still, they found Gomda's peasant there. There could be little doubt it had been his doing. Satanya wanted to exile Gomda, but Cervantes convinced him the only true punishment for his heinous crime was immolation. Gomda remained proud and solemn as he burned, staring at Cervantes in silence until his flesh was blackened and he saw no more. When the cipher piece fell from his body, Cervantes said it had driven Gomda to commit the atrocities. He picked it up as they recoiled, promising the natives he would destroy it for them. As he rode away, the natives thanked Cervantes with prestigious prostrations and gestures of respect. Wonder if they'll give me a discount. No. Cervantes was one cipher piece short of his goal. He returned to Dohanson and in his most intimidating voice demanded the outcast reveal the final member of the order. Dohanson tried to resist, but eventually he confessed. It was the shaman. He lived in isolation to the west of the village. Dohanson warned the Inquisitor gravely, though. The man wielded formidable mystical powers. Dohanson hinted that he was in possession of a charm that could protect the wearer against the shaman's spiritual powers. He had it hidden nearby and said he was willing to sell it to the Inquisitor. Gradely, Dohanson took the money and told Cervantes where he could find the charm. It was hidden under a nearby rock. While the Inquisitor fetched the item, Dohanson picked up his belongings and set out northwards, his head lowered in shame. We're gonna need more opium, boys. Let's go cause problems. The shaman lived in a teepee, as did the rest of the natives. His, however, was notably larger, with intimidating decorations. Cervantes swore he felt a force emanating from within. Where the hell is this? Is this charm he told me about? I can't tell if it was a scam or that was a glitch. Oh well. Cervantes, enraged, stabbed the man a dozen times and tore the cipher piece out of his chest. When he emerged from the teepee, Aiza was gone. But what did it matter? The last cipher piece was in its position. It was time to pay Raoum a visit, and then Delir. You ruin all my cards, goddamn you! While calm during their earlier meetings, Raoum was visibly agitated when Cervantes returned to tell him the cipher was complete. Now they could use it to locate the sanctuary, acquire the meteor, and kill Delir, its protector. For reasons only known to himself, the normally dexterous Raoum tipped over his cauldron before he left to search for the sanctuary. Oh, he's much better. The magnificent villa was fortified and would require great force to capture. It didn't look like a hiding place for a mystical object, but according to the cipher, this was the fabled sanctuary that Delir had built. They were certain Delir was there, this time without the protection of his clairvoyant. That did not mean that there wasn't still a force to be reckoned with. If you were to make any last preparations, now would be the time. Nah, it wasn't a scam. I think I would have taken damage or disease of some kind if I tried to attack the shaman without paying that money. Alright, no time like the present. Solomon Dalir had been a man of science most of his life. For the first time in decades, he turned to God as he prepared for his last stand.
The Grand Inquisitor reached his destination. The end of a very long trail. The Sanctuary. Here was where Solomon Dalir would make his last stand.
Alright. Oh yeah. Wow. This turn's gonna hurt. I think they have direct line of sight for a couple people. Yeah, kind of like that. You should do opium about this, Well, that's a bit better, at least.
was dead.
Oh, who took that?
Solomon and all the guards at the sanctuary were no longer among the living. It was time for the Inquisitor and his followers to gather at the meteor and begin the ritual. Once in position around the meteor, they began to chant their infernal verses. The sound of an approaching mob broke their concentration. Who would dare interfere? Sister Rosa led the righteous multitude, determined to make amends for what she had done.
That bitch.
Cervantes knew the ritual could be quickened by igniting the skull torches in the garden.
It's too late, fools. Ironically, we also just got a raiding party in game. It's hard to tell if that's the actual enemies or if it's a movement glitch. Actual enemies. Boop. Fools, your raiding party could have 4 more people and it wouldn't prevent this ritual, and what was that, huh? What matters is all the wonderful fans we made along the way.
The blast from the meteor could be heard for hundreds of miles. It melted off Raum's flesh to reveal his true form, an abomination, a demon.
Oh shit, it's your boy. What up, bro? Where are these dudes, huh? Like, for real, no cap, huh? If you catch my meaning. Oh. I don't think there's any enemies coming that way. Ow. Oh no, I don't think that was cover. Yeah, I didn't think so. Thank you, Batham. Consider yourself inquired.
Mr. Rosa's demise gave Cervantes a feeling of perverse satisfaction. Let's put a quarter-pound hole in this woman. Bunk. Ow.
Bro, are they actually about to kill one of my guys on the last fucking turn? Oh, he sure fucking tried, didn't he? Mow him down, boys.
The last remnants of the Order were finally gone, and the Inquisitor's quest was over.
Alright, that feels like a good time to call it for today, folks. I think we got, let's check the schedule for y'all. Yes, allow me to check my schedule. Alright, so it looks like Bionic Babe is going to be on in 2 hours. Make sure you show up for that. She's fun. Then after that, after her, we should have Aloe, assuming the schedule is correct, and then again, assuming it's correct after that, you should have AK Lone Wolf. So you got a nice night ahead of you with a nice 2-hour breather. So thanks for tuning in, everybody. Y'all have a great rest of your afternoon.